So this is basic / business makeup 101. I'm going to show you the whole process of cleansing your face to eye makeup. So I normally start out with astringent and a cotton ball, just kind of clean up the last bit of makeup residue from the last time I wore makeup. Just clean your whole face. Ew. Okay. Now once you do that, I normally like to put some lotion on my face, and this is just Pond's. Everything I have is pretty much really cheap because, well, I'm a broke college kid. Well, was broke. Anyways. You know, just to kind of moisturize your face. And then foundation. I use Wet n Wild Match, the cheapest thing I could find. If you can afford to, upgrade a little bit higher to, say, CoverGirl or Maybelline. And then I just like to apply it to my hand. And then I add a little bit of to my hand, and I add a little bit of lotion to kind of dilute it and help it spread on easier. Personally, I like to use my finger to cover my face. It tends to be more even than if using a foundation brush. But if you chose to use a foundation brush, just be careful on how much you put onto the brush so that you don't look like you just walked out of a tan in a box place. So, almost done covering the face. Make sure you get underneath the chin so that, again, you don't look like you're wearing a mask. Alright, you see I got some extra on my hand. I just kind of used a cotton ball. Yuck. Done. Alright, next, I personally like to wear, what is this? Hide the Blemish Concealer underneath my eyes, because you can tell I have dark bags under my eyes. If you're darker skinned, this tends to happen. I'm using a concealer brush just because I don't like using my fingertips on the bags under my eyes because it's going to pull them out. They're really thin, and that will help develop wrinkles when you're older. So this is kind of a preventative measure. Not perfect, but alright. Now I'm just gonna kind of dab my finger across now. See that I'm not cooling? Yay! Not looking like I'm tired anymore. Awesome! Now, it's time for foundation. I like to use True Blend Minerals. Let's see if you can see that. Alright, and it's CoverGirl. And I don't like using the cotton pad that's in it because it gets covered, you have too much. I like to use a foundation brush. This is when I had Bare Essentials. Any foundation brush this big will work. You kind of put it in the lid, swirl your brush around, tap off the excess, and swirl it across your face. Don't have enough? Back in the lid, tap it off, under the eyes. Now again, this is what I do when I go into work, or I'm just going out for a casual day. It's quick. I'm talking a lot, so it's not as quick as it normally is for me, but it's quick. You look sharper and fresher, but you don't look overdone. Next, because I am darker skin, I like to use actually a bronzer, same brand, CoverGirl, and kind of highlight my cheeks. Yeah, just kind of suck in your cheeks and highlight them. turned out actually a little darker than I normally do it, but whatever. You can also highlight your T area, T-zone, whatever. And now, just looks a little fresher. Next, I put on mascara, just because I like to do a few coats myself. If you don't like to do more than one coat, wait until afterwards. This is L'Oreal. This is the collagen one. This is about $10–15, I can't remember. It lasts you a while. I really like how it kind of pumps up your your eyelashes, but up to your discretion. So, here we go. And don't let mascara intimidate you. Just because it's coming out your eyes, just be really careful and don't try to rush it. Practice a few times before you do your makeup, and then you won't be so scared of it, and it helps kind of solidify your look and just, you know, that extra touch. So, I actually ran out of what I normally use. This is actually Maybelline. There's normally a like tan and a lighter tan color, but they're designer chocolates. So if you want to look at the drugstore to see if you can find, you know, just kind of a nude palette, this is actually what I'll be using today. Notice the colors are of a nude nature. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to use this color to highlight the brow bone. I'm going to use this one to highlight the lid. And we're going to use just a little bit of the darkest one in order to kind of highlight this outer corner. So I'm going to stop talking and I'm going to put on the makeup. I like to cover right underneath my brow bone up to where my eyebrow kind of starts curving in. I also don't have very high arches on my eyebrows, so I have to kind of make the area as light as I can so I don't look like a caveman. Okay, notice we're using the mid-tone on the lid. Again, this is all in an attempt to make the eyes not look as dark as they normally do. And it's just a simple sweep across the lid. Notice I'm not going any further from the lid or the corner. I like to leave this area actually clean, so it doesn't look like it's been all muddled up with junk. Alright, so I'm using an angled brush to highlight the angles, or whatever, this corner area. So I'm going to come in, lightly tap, not a lot. And that's the key to a fresh look, is not a lot of makeup. You just want the bare minimum, but enough coverage. So come in, corner, or angle the brush right. And I like to come in again to the same stopping point that I stopped the highlight. So see that? We're just applying we're just going to call it brown. We're applying the brown, and then we'll kind of blend it in. This is kind of to help you gauge and make sure that you don't get too dark with it. I'm using a rounded tip brush and just kind of circle in. So you want to start from corner into your eye line and just kind of blend it in with the highlight and the midtone. Now there are different people that do things in different ways. That's just the way I do it. I personally like to use an eyelash curler. Again, this goes back to people's issues with mascara, not with mascara. Totally up to you. But if you choose to, kind of look up, grab your eyelashes, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and kind of pump the eyelash curler, and you notice the difference, you know, just a slight more feminine lift versus none. Now again, this is going to take some practice too. Don't let it intimidate you. Just be careful because sometimes it can pinch. And then I like to go through with another batch of mascara to kind of capture that curl. Now you can stop here. Personally, I like eyeliner, so I'm going to put some eyeliner on. I use Almay. It doesn't seem to smudge as much, and because it will leave a residual underneath your eye. But I like to, just for daytime wear though, top lid. Do not do your bottom lids if you're going day wear or business. Do not do it. It looks trashy, and I mean, I respect all the women that do wear it. Doesn't mean it looks good on them. So that's kind of just for nighttime, sultry, sexy, I'm on a date kind of thing. So start from the inner part of your eye, and you're going to bring it out, and notice it's going to be a smaller line that gradually gets bigger and then kind of tapers off. If I can get it to work, that'd be cool. And see, you kind of, I like to give it a little flick there, personally, just because I have kind of cat-shaped eyes, so I've been told. So I like to kind of just accentuate it and make it look slightly more feminine without overdoing it. Now this can also be done with that angled brush that we did earlier, with the same brown shade that we used in this part of the eye. So I personally like black, but if you don't want to use black and you want to use a lighter color, that's always an option. Now, last lips. Again, business professional, day wear. You don't want to get too crazy with the colors either. You know, just use some Carmex. It will moisten your lips, make them look healthier, but, you know, not making you look crazy like you are trying to go out on a date or something. I don't know, whatever. But that's the basic look. It's not too much. It's just enough to make you look sharp, like you put some effort into your look for the day. So, that's it. And I hope this helps, and I will talk to you later. Bye.